Early morning SUP testing, check. Glass for days. It's a nice way to start the day. I wasn't super excited, but I got here and started to get excited, but now let's get on with the commute. So what do I mean by early morning testing? I'm making a aftermarket stand-up paddle. I've talked about it a little bit. It's one of the mini projects. I think a spring between the blade and the shaft that lets it flex into position has some perks. I've got a lot of testing that says it does. I don't have enough testing to talk somebody into producing it, so I'm still testing. But I'm trying to be more precise. Today I actually came up with a rig that I can make sure I'm pulling 10K on it, you know, kilograms, to see how far the blade flexes based on the spring flex. So today I started out pretty stiff, did a test, came back, measured it, shaved off a couple hundredths in this case. Went back out. How am I supposed to dry off my sweaty back with my seatbelt on, truck? Don't tell anybody. Oh, so sweaty. So I shaved off, went and tested again, had a specific route. I try and keep the same cadence. I video it so I can count strokes later, the amount of time it took me to cross 2 buoys. Came back, shaved more thousandths, hundredths in this case. I keep saying thousandths. Thousandths are precise. Like most things you produce in a manufacturing world, you say plus or minus 5 thousandths. That's really tight tolerances. I'm working in hundredths. So I shaved a couple more hundredths off the fiberglass, only off a specific area. Tested it again. Paddle still held up, still felt good, felt softer. I'll have to check the flex when I get home. I made with that jig some things that I could see how far it actually flexed and try and see what type of angle I'm putting in that blade at 10 kilograms. So it should be interesting. I'll have a lot of data to crunch later. We'll see what we find. Plus I took the Mavic around, took a little footage. This stupid case I bought, unfortunately flexes the props and how it sits, and so because it flexes the props, it causes problems when I'm out there flying. It gives me warnings, like it can tell if it's out of balance. Mavic is pretty smart little drone. So anyway, I need to go cut some of that case open so that it stops flexing the blades, because we're talking a little bit, and the drone doesn't like it. Anyway, on a lighter note, I did talk about how I reached out to a gentleman that I've licensed to before, some of the stuff he has going on. I do have some cash coming my way. Thank you, James. I've got some things I'm gonna pitch him, I think, too. My tool bag I've been trying to find a home for. Yesterday I was trying to get a hold of like OGO people. Found out OGO has been acquired by Callaway Golf. So, because they do motocross stuff, they have street bike stuff, they have everything. But they don't have a motocross bag for the dirt bike. They just have it for the rider. So I was like, you guys should take my bag. Anyway, I think Risk could potentially use it too. So James, I'm gonna send you one of them because it's unique, brother. It's the only tool kit that rides on the bike and you don't have to modify your bike. So dope, so dope. Anyway, good things, all good things. The water was perfect today. There were no boats on the water, causing me grief. Because a little bit of wave action changes how good you plane through the water, so it messes with your testing. So as far as testing, today was an ideal testing day. I am gonna have to run to work in my lovely sweatiness. That's why I'm trying to air dry. Because it just takes that long to get there. And I gotta get to work. Working for the man. Anyway, more to come. The commute. It's gonna be a good day. Make it a good day. You know, as you're making all this contacts, getting some networking going, you should ask for some hookups, some discounts. So that's one of the things about today is I need to get myself a paddleboard. I've been borrowing one. It's a red TheCOMMUTE paddle, inflatable. Not too bad. I haven't tried very many. Again, I'm not from the SUP world, so everything I'm doing is kind of counterintuitive to what they do in that industry. That's probably why a lot of them just look at me like, that's awesome, but not interested. But you know, today I've tried to get some extra clips footage just to make something cute, because I got to throw out some hits to some folks that I've worked with in the past to see if I can get a deal on a board, get my own board. Because obviously, if I'm going to test and make product demos, at least their stuff will be in the product demos. So red TheCOMMUTE, sponsor me in my tests, my initiative. I may not want the paddle because it may not meet your criteria, but hook a brother up. I'll keep paddling on your board. If not, we'll work something out. I think it just makes you feel loved sometimes when people hook you up with them. But you know, don't pester them and piss them off by any means. You just want to find cool people to work with, like this guy James. He's a cool guy. We can get her done, no problems, no worries. If we see something we like, we work on it. If not, we pass it up. Anyway, back to this freeway. Let's get to work. Thanks for following me. I may post later, I may not. If not, thanks for joining me on the commute.